Hello, and welcome back to the journey to get to Baldur's Gate and not die from a tadpole in the brain. First things first this time, since last time, patch 1 released, which sort of buffed lore bards, but only if you respec. Which means I need to respec and hope I don't change anything. Because if I respec currently, I already have Arcana, History, and Sleight of Hand, so I just get 3 more proficiencies for free. Because it was changed in the patch that you get to choose those proficiencies instead of them being strict. It's like, is it better? I don't know, but I need to check what I had. Spell choice. I think I can remember mostly. I don't think... Okay, let's go here. Bard spell choices. Speak with animals, disguise self, hideous laughter, distant whispers, daggers, shatter, and mockery, minor illusion. Those are the ones that I need to remember. Because Cleric, you don't need to worry about, because you can prepare them however you want. I think that's all I need to worry about for respecing right now.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
It's a different interaction. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin,
Oh,
I might
hirelings.
summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
I'm probably not going to use hirelings, but... Will they join me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Anyway, I'm not going to use them, but... want to change or
As
reset my
thou
class.
desire.
It doesn't have the gold price there. It should. Okay, starting Cleric. Cantrips, like, I get Resistance has uses, Blade Ward has uses. Actually, this is just bad. Sacred Flame just doesn't hit that often. It's so frustrating, but... Do I need light? No, not really. But I just feel like keeping it. Knowledge Domain, Ogma, same stats, yes. Though, I could consider committing to this for skill usage, losing there and getting, like, other points elsewhere, but... Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get enough for it to be really useful. I think. Like, I could get 10 here and then I could get that up, but... I'm just going to stick with the stats I had. It's not going to be totally optimal, because if I'm using this consistently, which I won't necessarily, I would want to dump intelligence to 8. But if I dump it to 8, I couldn't get anything else to a noteworthy... Actually, I could. If I switch this, get that there, I still can't get that up. Yeah, I can't get it to a noteworthy breakpoint. So, I'll just leave it the same. Proficiencies I want to check. Yeah, expertise in those, because nature, religion, it's all the same really. Arcana, history. Though religion would be more useful than history, I think, is one thing to consider. At least I've found that there's been more scenarios where religion is relevant than as opposed to history, but the character itself would fit better with history. And then medicine, persuasion. Medicine could be swapped for other stuff, but it wouldn't be important. Okay. Now I need to go through the leveling process again. And it will be relevant once, because I barely got to level 5 before that patch came in. so it got modified. Prepare spells. It's just prepare spells. That's all it is. Bless. Cure wounds. I might swap Guiding Bolt. Oh no, eventually I'm going to swap Guiding Bolt for something Create Water. That's what it was. Because it has more situations where it's useful. I don't want level 3 Cleric, so it's time for Bard, which had Vicious Mockery and Illusion. Friends is situational. I actually think it's better in this game, particularly because there's so many enemies that you can talk to, like the goblins and such, so that's actually valuable, but... So, I don't want Healing Word prepared. It would heal better, but if all I want the heal for is to pick people up, I don't really need it. Speak with Animals, Disguise Self, Dissonant Whispers, Tasha's, The Liar, Deception, I want Performance, it's level 2 Bard, Cutting Words? Not yet, is it? Yeah, Jack of all Trades, Better Spells, Song of Rest, and this one, this is definitely really good. Sleep is good early, I already know it. Honestly, I think previously maybe I went Charm Person. I actually think having Thunder Wave is probably better. I don't remember what spell I chose. I might have chosen a healing spell, but Thunder Wave is probably more useful. And now it's level 2 spells. And this is where I get to choose more options. I think I chose Cloud of Daggers. Probably. This is where I get to choose 2 expertise, which I got to choose previously, and I get to choose 3 proficiencies. What I'm considering are, I already get this from the bonus, but if I choose Perception, I can also get expertise in Perception, which is valuable. The issue here is I also want, because this character is the Sleight of Hand character that I'm going to be using, so I want expertise in Sleight of Hand. Expertise in Stealth is not that useful. I can get, because I think the choices, basically the choices that I would take, Perception's only worth it if I go for expertise, which I think is worthwhile, because Perception is super useful. Other options, I can get expertise in Persuasion or Performance, but that's less important. Perception is useful. And then the only real choices for the other points are Deception, Intimidation, Acrobatics, and Athletics, so it's basically just those 2. This is slightly wasted. If I could get expertise without that, it would be nice, but I think these are the expertises that I'm going to go with. Perception, or Performance or Persuasion might be better, but I think this kind of fits what I want to go for. Race, I got Misty Step once per long rest because I'm a Githyanki. Lore is what gave me the skills. And I get Cutting Words, which are a reaction. And then I could change out one of these. Was what I had, did I change out my last of these for another 2nd level spell? Maybe that's what I did. For Shatter. That's probably what I did. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Thunderwave 2d8 and knock them back. 3d8 at range. Constitution save. Still takes damage on a save. Half damage. The knockback is very good, but I think aesthetically, I think Shatter's more interesting. It's probably not better, but it's more interesting. I could take Blindness, but I have too many save-based things that just fail if they succeed, so having a couple of damage spells I think is worth it. Though Thunder Wave would work well with hunger of
Defender
Hadar,
of the people.
All's well
but
that ends not as bad as it could have.
somehow doing all of this gave me 2 level 1 spell slots for some reason. I don't think that is something that should happen. Oh well, it's good for me. Anyway, I'll leave now. Okay. Last time I finished with what I was doing, I still need to talk to Halson again because I just left instead of finishing his conversation. I should do that before a long rest, and since I'm not in the middle of anything, I'm just gonna get that done.
Light on my feet.
Would I rather never talk to Halson again? Yes. He's not a terrible character, I just don't care about him. But this area needs to be cleared up, but I'm going south first. Clearing through here, a lot of stuff to do. I really don't like this gate. So I need to get down. Actually, I wonder if they'll let me use this. Ah, I should actually talk to her. She's an important character, relatively speaking.
I'm going to have to write a song about you now, aren't I? But truly, thank you. It's nice to be done with the sad songs. For a time.
Because, yeah, in my first playthrough, I think I met her at the last light.
Let me work my magic.
And the way she behaved was as if we knew each other at all, and we did not. I'd never talked to her before that I could remember.
Path less traveled.
With the leadership dead,
I
no
just got
attack will
thundered.
be mounted on the grove. I am in your debt, my friend.
What happens next? Why is Gale talking?
The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
Except not really. He doesn't really do anything until you're significantly further into the game. Oh, I got thundered by Karlak.
What to do?
Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah,
Waste a step.
Primal Mythical Beast. Haha, this is good, this is good, this is good. Very little is known about this particular cryptid, though stories say they tend to choose well-muscled human males as their steeds when they deign to visit this plane. According to legends, this creature retains a wellspring of indescribable power, known only to itself, though it provides its steed with perhaps mystical, perhaps mundane courage. Unsubstantiated rumors claim the creature has a taste for human eyes, which is all a reference to the character Minsk from, I think the first time he shows up is Baldur's Gate 1. Having not played it, I don't know exactly when you meet him or anything, but I don't know if I ever managed to talk to the kid. The entire tiefling kids is apparently kind of buggy. So I wouldn't be surprised if I couldn't talk to them, and now I can't anyway. There's no kid here anymore. The kids hate me because I went into their secret hideout. Ooh. Anyway. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna just move on. I don't think there's any quests relevant to this area anymore, except I have to talk to Zevlor. Except not really. Because what they're saying here is it's the night thing first, before we talk to Zevlor. Save the Refugees is going. Yeah. So, I hate these kids. They're just not polite. Oh, I kind of want to kill the strange ox. Because I heard something about it, but
Let's have a look.
I don't think I have a reason to. It's much more interesting to just let them stew. Will they let me into here? No, not yet. Am I totally willing to break into here? Yes. I'll save Scum because if they somehow notice me.
Bet I can crack that open.
So now I have expertise in this, which means +3, +3, +2. It's a lot better. Minimum of +9, which means that I should never fail this. Which means that if I roll a 1, I would reload. I want to know who that person that was sitting there was. Ooh, Druid's Ledger. Supply log, not important. Supply soul coins, a treatise or treaty. Ritus. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh, DC 20. Actually a DC that I could reasonably fail. Yeah, the expertise is really nice. Drow poison. Cabinet key. Oh, yeah. Always good to know that you don't actually need to open anything up. Let's just go over here and move all the boxes. And the fact that you can, like, climb up to here is goofy. Like, it's so goofy. The vertical... Okay, you're done.
Shouldn't have wished
Hopefully I don't forget to turn it back on when I want it, but I'm gonna get blown up by this, aren't I?
Find a way forward. Just out of view. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Separate so I don't get... Trapped? Oh, those are the exploding mushrooms. I can't quite get the angle. Hopefully it doesn't... I don't get these mushrooms. Oh, okay, no, this is pointless anyway. Because this is just another connection to there.
At the ready. Alright. Time to skulk about.
Yeah, there's nothing actually of value here. It would be a pretty interesting route to the Underdark.
Never wanted the easy path.
Only interesting because it would be totally out of place and would make no sense, but... I need to get rid of items. Personally, I think inventory management is a weak point of the game. Not add... What? Add to wares. Did that put it into my inventory? It did. I have a ton of junk. Oh, didn't I get... There's a special lyre that I... No, she has the special lyre.
Well.
There was a special... Oh, this one. Spider's lyre.
Alright. What
That
now?
is special because... It was dropped by Minthara, and it's the way that you contact the Drider if you don't want to ambush them. Like, you can pull the Drider in, and then they'll lead you to where you're going. I don't need this on this character. Literally anyone else would be better suited to using it. Okay, I need actual, like, this is neat, but the 17 intelligence so that I have better skills is much more interesting. Like, having a +9 to those is fun. Good perception. Maybe expertise and insight might have been better than perception. But look at these skills. Proficient in everything, which makes the bard jack of all trades just kind of bad. But I mean, the rest of it is what I'm there for. I'm not really there for the jack of all trades. Which, I mean, jack of all trades was more useful when lore bard didn't get to pick their 3 proficiencies, but I have a ton of stuff I should be selling. I'll do that not while playing. I'll just do it right before next time, or right after this time. I'll just sell all my stuff, basically. All the mundane items in my camp chest and that I'm carrying. I really should probably sell these right now because I have no reason not to, but... Oh yeah, I want to murder all the goblins here too. I'll leave that for later. Unless they aggro right here. Good. I'm gonna wipe them out later. Because frankly, they're not great folks, these goblins in this story. Honey. Bone caps. The pathing to pick stuff up is kind of janky. This is just off to the side, yeah. Okay. A lot of exploration is going to be done today. Well, a lot. Mostly, I'm going to deal with Auntie Ethel, hopefully. And I'm probably going to make the choice that benefits character strength the most. Yeah, perception roll.
What's that?
DC 10 and have a +7. It's great. I meant to not do that, but... Got a finger. Ah, that's actually really good. The Hill Giant Strength ones are very useful. Oh, I also...
That might be worth a look.
As the...
Need a shovel to dig this up.
Someone has a shovel.
Lovely day this.
Did I send it to camp? Did I really send my shovel to camp?
Come on, let's go. Should find that
But
step.
I think the patch notes mentioned that what Club of Hill Giant Strength or something is the name got buffed to give 17, 19 strength. A lot. I think it was 19 strength. You get that in the Underdark. I don't know exactly how to get to it, but I do know that you go... I know where to find it. And then once I have that, this character's stats will be 19, 14, 14, 17, 12, 17. Because at that point, it would be better as a melee weapon than this sword. Because the +4 strength would be better. And I'd be able to jump a good distance. Ooh. So much to look forward to. Okay. An important thing that I figured out,
I didn't expect to meet your kin patrolling these wilds, so...
if this doesn't, I'm pretty sure, if this doesn't pop up, but you at least know that it's here, you can actively go to a shovel, and you can start digging, and you can aim where you want to dig. So if you know that where it's supposed to be, but you don't succeed on the perception check, you can still get it, which is good. This is cool. It's very neat. It's kind of janky, in my experience. Like, it makes it so that it adds a new icon. I'll show in a second. Yeah, so if I go to her,
Do, thanks.
sure. Let's go to somebody that doesn't have gloves.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
I just gave her the gloves. Where'd they go? They're up here. It's like, if you put them on, you get this. Must have dash, so you can't eat. Previously, they must have fixed it. Previously, you couldn't press Z to use the normal jump. It defaulted to this one, so you couldn't jump with the keybind, but it looks like they fixed it, which is wonderful. I think that's a great thing to fix. No, advantage is way better. It's worth way more than having an extra jump. But, I mean, it's more likely to be used on him. Why Pact Bound Rapier? Because did I make that with my Pact? But it's not my current bound weapon? No idea. Anyway,
No time to rest.
it's time to clear out, fill in the map as much as I can, and then go continue going
On the
south.
Easy path.
'Cause frankly, I don't remember if there's anything in these areas. I'm gonna have to fight, I believe, a bunch. I also wouldn't be surprised if I've failed whatever the quest that exists in the south,
Good hero.
because I took too long. I wouldn't be surprised. Out. Okay. The animation for digging didn't occur but it was taking the necessary time to dig. Alright, I'm gonna explore this way. Can be a little sneaky. Dead guys. Yeah. Be pretty sneaky. I didn't get that back for free, which is good. Now I need to go down this way. But the quest here might... Quest. I don't technically have a quest there yet, so there is no quest to fail. But the events that are occurring down there might be in a fail state currently. I'm actually kind of interested in going that way. Oh yeah, this route. Okay, I'll go back that way later. I could go down and then go through there, but I would have to backtrack all the way here anyway. Since I'm not playing it of, oh, want to be as sneaky as possible, it's just want to be as efficient in moving around as somewhat possible. Sorting these weapons is kind of a pain. But... Oh! Wait, that's so good! Because if I... yeah, I can use this off of guidance. That's really good. I was assuming you could only use it off of leveled spells, not cantrips. But then I just, while thinking about it, guidance, the only limitation was that you're concentrating. So opening up combat, preempt combat by casting guidance and initiating with a concentrated blast would be pretty decent. Not great, but it has the same damage and it can heal. It's just better than Dissonant Whispers, other than the Frightened, but damage-wise, it's cheaper to cast. So I'm gonna... This is the reason for prioritizing. You know it's there, walk around it. You know it's there, don't walk through it, please. God. I'm gonna have to short rest to heal. Take a breather, lovelies, and have a bite to eat on me. And it's poisoned apples. Open wound. Come on, trigger the perception roll.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Guess I'm gonna disarm these, because otherwise they're just gonna pass through them, because they know they're there, but they ignore that they know they're there. The lovely 31. I really wish they more consistently were appropriately cautious about pathing. And didn't just path through everything. Anyway. Caution.
This place is trapped.
Will, you're dead to me. That sound effect is bugged sounding. Ah, yes.
This'll be fun.
I don't like alt click for that. Go here. There's nothing over there. I don't know why, but I can't walk there. I'm gonna waste this short rest.
Pushing
Like,
on.
these guys are incompetent. Oh, barbed bulrush. Sleight of hand to loot them from poisoned apples.
Someone has a party here. Or something.
Pouches and stuff.
No ordinary creature did this. Red caps ripped the
Ah,
place to
yes.
pieces.
It's a warning. You notice Don't dawdle in the outer city. Scroll of Thunderwave. Scroll of Ray of Frost. That's weird. The cantrip casting scrolls scale with your level. They really should be like a set level, I think. Like, from like a world perspective. It doesn't really make that much sense that anyone can cast the cantrip from the scroll and it scales with their level. I wonder if there's use for these poisoned apples. Like, if there's an easy way to, like, poison people with them. Look at all this. So much free food. I think this is, yeah, this is the eastmost for here. I'll go down here, then up, and then continue there. But I have too much junk in my bag. Honestly, I'm never going to use... there are situations where I might want the spider silk armor. And if I had one more dex, it would just be better to equip this. There are actually light armors, I think, that give +1 dex. Like a 12 AC +1 dex would be better than the chain shirt. This can't be used. Maybe it can be used. But it's not gold anymore, so I'm assuming it doesn't work. Because I already killed them. Let's just send it away. I'm way more in favor of these consumables because they saved me in that goblin fight. Like, without them, that fight would have been near impossible. That is situationally valuable. The situation is very rare, but it is situationally valuable. I don't know why I have 2 buckets. Don't need any of this. This is my least favorite part of the game. I'm going to stop worrying about it for now. I have enough. Like, inventory management's just not... I know I could do this. Like, they're not carrying anything. But then when I want a specific item, I have to hunt through them all, and it's not...
Open up.
It's inconvenient to have to hunt through all of their stuff.
Everything.
I actually might just straight up attack the red caps, because they're red caps. But maybe not. I'll see what happens. I assume they default to attack, because they are red caps.
Trap. So much for a warm welcome.
That guy's about to walk on into me. Auto fail on ones. Ooh, great gameplay. Don't implement auto fails on skill checks. Like, it doesn't add anything to the game. The crit successes don't benefit you that much. The only way they benefit you is if you try and abuse saves. Do I just go aggressive? They're not attacking me. I'll try talking to one.
A diminutive creature sporting a red hat glares at you.
I think this
You
will probably
recognize the
result in a
red cap.
fight.
A fey creature known for its bloodlust.
Knowledge.
That noise. Is the creature pretending
Oh
to
yeah,
be
that's why it
a
doesn't attack me.
sheep?
It doesn't know that I'm aware of them. I'm just gonna attack it. Ah. I'm gonna ask. I know what happens. It results in a fight.
Sees me. Glor. Nosy, scum-sucking, lice-ridden little ball bag. Get out, or I bites tongue, eats tongue, delicious tongue.
I mean, I'm gonna leave and then just attack them.
Oh, precious baby, loves to bleed you, yes. Turn your corpse into sponge, lots of holes, yes. Leave, now, or I fill you with holes and more.
You there. Rude intro to a fight.
get too close.
There's only 4 of them. It's actually they are actually reasonably dangerous. Sadly, it doesn't shoot there. I think the blood sages are the most dangerous because they're mage equivalents, and there's only 1 blood sage, 2 blood sages. So this guy's the one I want to kill first. Best, actually no, these are better now because they are 2 to 10 and 2 to 16. Don't let the blood sage run away as easily. Yeah, so now it's actually better than just... What? Oh, I need to turn this on. Reckless attack. Because now cantrips are better than simply using a crossbow. Not always, but generally. Ah, 2 attacks is so lovely. Yeah, the Bloodlust is what makes them dangerous. I'm not going to waste a counterspell on that. But Bloodlust is... attacks 3 times, and it regains a ton if it gets a kill, but only if it gets a kill. The kill is not the most important part, but the 3 attacks is huge. Okay. And it's concentration, so as long as I blast this guy, it'll go away. And I have 2 shots. And he's launched because of repelling blast. I don't get an action, I might as well just move close to a buddy. And equip a sword, so that if they run past me, they get opportunity attacked. Are they gonna jump? Ooh, big hit. Ironbound Pursuit. Launch a flying kick that pushes the target back 2 meters and knocks it prone. Interesting. I need to pay attention to the thunder radius. This should be fine. No, it isn't. That's 2 meters. Okay. Oh, 2 attacks is so nice. So, you're gonna fire 70, 70, lightning bolt. Okay. This doesn't hit Tav. It just, this doesn't hit, this does. Doesn't, that's definitely just a display issue. It definitely still hits. Are they wet? No, they're not. Oh, I need to get rid of that weapon because the spam of that is pretty obnoxious. Oh yeah, and I get to attack twice because improved pact weapon.
Blood comes easy these days.
And vicious mockery. Cutting words. 1d6, so it's... They rolled 4 above. They'd have to roll 4... No. They'd have to roll a 5 or a 6 for it to reduce it enough. I'm actually going to run in, run out, and run away. Definitely not abusable. It's definitely not abusing the game. No, no, no. It's intended. Just like... It's intended in the same way as it's intended that you can use hirelings in your base to... You can use hirelings in your base to have permanent buffs that you really shouldn't have with, like, super easy access to. Like, oh, there's a bond one where damage is redirected, and apparently with Gale you can abuse it, where if he's in camp, he heals for some reason. It's kind of messy.
Anything of use?
Probably gonna have to long rest before I go into the tea house. Lovely perception when you're literally on top of it. And lovely intelligence to keep standing on the already known trap. I have to quick save because if I get a 1 I'm reloading. Ooh, so useful. Yeah, like the crit. That's broken. That's not a sound that it should make. But
Sword in a hat. Wonder whose.
okay. Why? Is that like relevant somehow? Like a sword in a hat, wonder whose? Like it's not even like a noteworthy weapon. Do I have? I do. Have to speak with animals.
Leaves! Shallow water! Green leaves! Shallow water!
What is this play? What are you talking about?
Green leaves!
A chill runs up your spine.
Oh,
There is something
I get it.
wrong with this creature. Very wrong.
Burn! Bleed! Kill!
Maybe I get it. What's wrong? What is it? Hag. I think they want to die. Maybe. Oh, and this is an interesting thing because they have reflective mucus, which the first projectile is reflected back. And I think the easiest way to get rid of it would be to throw a rock, but he doesn't have a rock to throw. He could just swing his staff at him. Mage Hand being short rest reload is so limiting. Not that you would be able to use it in combat in a normal setup, but I'm gonna rest soon. Let's just try it. Oh, that's very bad. I'm gonna die on my turn because I'm at 1 HP. Hey, lucky. Anyway, I'm gonna miss because they have 5%. That's 2 mirror images cleared. It's 5% because it would only hit on a crit. It has 22 AC normally? Gross. Vicious Mockery shouldn't count as a projectile, right? Neither would this, which would hit harder if it hit. 20% versus 70%. 70%. Barely. And then I need to drink a potion because I'm going to die. Even though my intention is I'm going to long rest soon. But if I die, it will be slightly more annoying. So.
You're holding back.
What is this pathing?
Fleet of foot. May it please, Mistra.
I don't understand the pathing in this game sometimes. Ah, whatever. If he goes down, he goes down. What is this frog's to hit? It has a 20 dex. This frog has 20 dex. Oh. When an enemy makes a melee attack against a frog, they need to succeed on a constitution saving throw or succumb to madness for 2 turns. Mad creatures lose control of themselves and become hostile to everyone around them. Dangerous. I killed this thing instantly because I think before it joins combat, it only has like... It dies in 1 hit if you break stuff and you actually hit it. So I'm gonna Vicious Mockery. Hope it hits.
Moving in.
Can I speak with dead on it? No. It would be pretty interesting if I could. Okay, I definitely need to long rest. I'm gonna get murdered. I don't like this area. It's just really obnoxious. But it's time to long rest. It's like the worst time to long rest because I don't want to do the party scene, but time to long rest because I need to long rest. Ugh. You have to talk to a certain selection of people. Will's over there. He's currently rotting. Gwex, what a name. Talk to Withers, see if he has anything fun to say.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require
Okay,
a
nope.
new ally?
He has nothing interesting to say. I'll talk to Karlak. I don't want to talk to Astarion. They're gonna make me. I mean, I could skip it, but that's just rude. No, I'm not even talking to Mole. He has fun, or she has fun comments there, but I'm not talking to her.
I want to have a word.
God, what's that smell?
Gods,
Soft.
what's
Oh!
that smell?
Oh, I know who that was.
Sulfur.
I know who that character is. Flesh rot. Flesh is decaying. Disadvantage on all of this. Vulnerable to all damage. Rough.
Off you go, Master.
What is neutral? Good.
Still alive, so that's
Yeah,
progress.
that character that was sneaking around, I know who they are.
You, if not over, then through.
Yes.
Who are they?
Remember what happened last time?
I was 8, and you magicked up a kitten. How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
I don't even want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to any of these characters. Oh, it's just Shadow's Heart's not part of my team. I'll talk to these people here and him.
Something's on my mind.
Lacrissa is relevant.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero.
Because you're not.
Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives.
You did nothing.
And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful.
He didn't do a good thing. He did nothing.
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Oh, I just want him to not talk to me any longer. I think this is maybe the easiest way to not talk to him anymore.
Go and enjoy yourself.
Please.
I'll be here,
Please.
waiting for the sunrise.
Oh, wonderful. I don't have to talk to him any longer. She's a relevant character long term.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Except it's again a nothing line. It doesn't matter. I hope I don't have to talk to her because she's not part of my party. I don't want to talk to Zevlor because I don't like him. He's fine, but she's a fun character.
This might be the
Long
wine
term.
talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
If I wanna... Let it be only as truthful as true poetry would permit. It's probably the line. Have you seen... And there she is dancing in the back. Well, no. Shadowboxing, but without the boxing. Honestly, I'd rather you didn't. If I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit. Is probably going to be taken seriously and not as a joke. Let it be only as truthful as true poetry would permit.
But of course. You achieved something far beyond mere fact. That deserves to be remembered.
Yeah, she's a fun character. She's a very... she's not really positive, but like... well-intentioned individual. Which is nice. I'm not talking to Mole. They have a fun line. I should talk to Mole. Because it might matter for later interactions with other people, and I hope they're actually angry at me.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
Is it dangerous close to a compliment?
That sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price.
Well, except everyone could clearly say, it's not yours, you stole it. We'll take it anyway. Can I avoid talking to Zevlor? I hope so. I don't want to talk to Halcyon. I should talk to Will, but I don't want to. He's still flesh rotting. Oh, that's good. He's the only one suffering from flesh rot.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Are you alright?
I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party.
Visually, is it that different from a tiefling?
Claws will pop the balloons, you see.
Visually.
And the sweet cakes don't taste half as good as raw eggs with this blasted forked tongue.
Look at those claws that he definitely has. Oh, that would be so fun if I was a tiefling. Not that much. Actually, that's true. The only thing that changes, he has weird horns. You don't unsettle me, you know that? Come on, you're exaggerating. Not that much has changed.
There are spikes.
I don't want to know
places
that.
There really shouldn't be. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Yeah, respect his need for peace.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
I really like the shape of the pupil in that eye. He's still flesh rotting. Drinking his wine. Oh, the flesh rot's really funny. Okay, and then I'm gonna talk. Okay, I have to talk to Gale and Karlach.
Still hire you on the spot.
Scratch.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're welcome. Let me think. What reason could it be? I can't even remember. He definitely did this in the previous playthrough, but I can't remember what it was. It could have been for keeping him alive, or helping keep him alive this long. Was that roll for the flesh rot on Will? I'm sure you're welcome. Or what for?
I'm glad you sought me out.
Oh yeah.
Amidst all this merriment,
He's very
I
forward.
wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening.
I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wish to show you.
See, the issue is I don't want this interaction. It's not very interesting to me. Cause like, if it was actually just magic, that would be great. I like the sound of magical. What do you have planned?
A lesson. And trust me when I say few have experienced the
Eesh.
pleasure I offer to teach. However, it's something best experienced in more intimate surrounds. Once the revelry is ended and the stillness of the night has been restored. For now, please enjoy the celebration. When it is done, I will show you all.
That's a weird interaction. Like, I'm pretty sure it's romance related, adjacent. It's way too soon, because these people have not known each other for very long. It feels weird how quick everything goes, because you don't actually interact with people.
All these people happy because of us.
It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. Take you and Gale, for
Weesh.
instance. Don't think
I mean,
I
if she's
haven't
just...
noticed the sparks flying. He's a good egg. A little scholarly for my taste, but I'm sure you could crack his spine like a new book.
What? That doesn't make any
Good
sense.
to see the two of you getting along anyway. At least one of us is getting a little action. Though, you know, if you wanted to meet up later, maybe we could...
Subtle.
Meet up? Later?
I'd really like that. Yeah, I don't know. She's more interesting. Well, not interesting. Shadowheart's probably the most interesting character, at least that I know of, by getting to chapter 3. Like, Karlach's a positive person. That's nice. Gale is eternally... He's just the most forward character. Astarion is aggressive and a villain. He's not a good guy. Lae'zel is very... I don't know. It's like her character's sort of set up to be super aggressive, dominant, can't take anything from anyone, but she's obsessed with serving her ruler of choice, which is weird. I mean, both make sense, but I wonder if there's a point in the story where you could point it out to her, the, like, difference, but Karlach's just a nice person. Will is a nice person. Like, I think Shadowheart would be difficult to interact with because eventually she becomes more normal. Yeah.
Really? I mean, great.
She's a good goofball.
I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed. Wait up for me, all right? Yes.
See, that's what makes her a more interesting character to me. She's very, like, goofy. I wonder if I have to talk to Gale to be like, yo, 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 peace. I'm not gonna be able to watch your magic trick. I want to. Is he just permanently flesh rotted? Like, does he attempt a Constitution save and just fail it every time? It's a DC 15. I would need, like, there's like a cure disease spell. I think it's restoration. I don't think I have restoration on anybody. I think restoration's what I would need to clear it off of him if he doesn't succeed on the saving throw. He saved, and now he's no longer flesh rotted forever. Okay, that was funny. I'm gonna talk to him, see if I can be like, yo, yo, yo. I won't be able to.
Impatience, I assure you.
Ooh, the man we have to stand one of them up. Rough.
That's more like it. How many goblins
Can I just go to sleep?
10? Let's make it 20.
Nice, I can just leave. Ooh,
That's my girl.
it selected it properly. That's shocking. Anyway, I know I could talk to people, there might be useful stuff. I don't really care about the other characters in this playthrough. I know I could be trying to get as much story out of them as I can, but the thing is, I think leaving it, like, a playthrough is a better way to contain it. Is that supposed to be Mistra? Why is it Bard? Shouldn't it be the Ogma Cleric? The patron of magic herself, an ambitious desire indeed to hold her in your hands.
Oh.
Miles away?
My, you startled me. It's miles away.
Oh, that face. Whatever this is. You were praying to your goddess, weren't you?
So I was. Praying, though perhaps more accurately, pleading.
He's
Mystra
bruised.
commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses.
Well, apparently,
Is it the same for you?
apparently patch 1 made this interaction less of like a binary in favor or heavily against it. There's a more neutral but turning down option, I believe. I'm going to check really quick. I think this was an interaction that was changed because it was so... like, the positive and the negative were both so aggressive. Yeah. During Gale's spell teaching scene, you now have the option to picture a future with Gale that falls somewhere in between kissing him and kicking him in the head. So now there's a middle ground of not that isn't hyper aggressive, which is a good thing to have. Magic is music, poetry, and beauty, though I suspect you and I perform it differently.
Fair enough. Though in the end, we're still playing the same composition.
Is he beat up because of the damage he's
Perhaps I
taken?
can show you what I mean by reaching into the weave together.
Okay, I'm gonna save here to see what that neutral response is.
Then
By all
follow
means.
my lead.
It's just weird.
Now you.
Just handshake, kabam. Arcana. Okay, wait. Do I need to roll? I don't need to roll for Bard. Arcana would... I'd probably just go Bard. Because I don't have to roll. Though again, I thought... That's just the gestures, though, not actually... But he had magic when he clapped his hands. That's weird.
A familiar feeling, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after
Mistra.
me. Athran Mistra Ril Kantrak Eo.
I mean, I'm gonna just do this again. I could do other stuff, but... Oh, okay, so this is actually interesting because this event occurs, like, after a long rest, it doesn't automatically have my bonuses in place. So it doesn't have proficiency for the intelligence-based stuff.
Ah, yes. The scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being.
Weird.
A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
Harmony comes easily to you. I'll have to watch over. Think of the here and now. I think maybe... I feel like I just have to go with this, though, because it's just not a check. The checks might be easy, and it might be a DC 5, but... I don't think there's any reason to not do this choice. the visuals of these types of scenes don't work well at all, in my opinion.
You see, or is it sense, the unmistakable presence of Mystra, the Lady of Mysteries.
The nose.
There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Is this the choice? So that's definitely not the choice. So I feel like that's a fun line. I can definitely feel a divine kind of presence.
Quite so. The weave is a sensitive conduit.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
It's absolutely the middle one. I can see this. So this is, you go for it. His face is totally messed up. This is not a natural face. You're in no mood, and this is like kick him in the head. This is just, it was good, I think. And that's the one I'd rather go with.
Evaporates.
He's not in favor of it.
So you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
I think that is kind of a good scene. Am I still gonna be able to talk? I will reload.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
To Moonrise Towers, then.
Nope.
May the sun and stars guide us.
We're not going there yet. What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
The absolute force can tolerate such a place.
So it seems, though I don't know how. You will have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under.
The irony is it's the
There is a
same.
tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Seluna. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Cleric built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of dark justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Seluna and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
The way is clear.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aridin. I would
Correct
like
choice.
to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Actually, yeah.
I've chosen a
I don't think it's
successor
the
as
same.
first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Very shrewd. That's to say, sounds like the Grove will be in good hands then. We should get going.
We've quite the journey ahead of us.
Except we're not leaving. Can I talk to her now?
Soldier.
Maybe by later they meant later, like not later in the day. I assume. Was the interaction with her? I don't know. Find a cure. Travel. You can so my plan, I'm gonna do the whole Underdark. Once I'm done the Underdark, I will go through the other path to enter the Shadow area, Chapter 2. Because it has a different start to it. And I just don't know what that start is. Well, I know what the very, very start of that start is, but I don't know how it goes longer term. Anyway. Leave camp. There's a chest here, apparently. With a bronze ingot in it. Come on. Please be careful, people. Walk nice and slow. I click take all even if there's nothing there because it closes it just as fast as any other mechanism by which you can close interfaces. Like take all even if you have nothing to take closes just as fast as clicking X, and most of the time it's faster to go to the take all.
Good idea.
No, don't jump, that's where I just was. Okay, what I need to do now is go to the south, because there is a tiny bit relevant.
What's hiding here?
Here. Not much, but there's a tiny bit. I don't know if there's any items or anything worthwhile, but I want to map it out. I have to walk all the way around. I'll do it later. No, actually there's no reason to leave it for later. Because I can warp here. As long as I have this corner complete. What is that survival roll? A DC 20 survival roll. Oh, because I don't have these on. It doesn't change it, but I need these equipped. This needs to be intelligence. Oh, they changed it. The patch 1 also changed it so that these don't change randomly, supposedly. I put intelligence, right? Yeah. Good. Now I have all my skills up and exceptional. 8 sleight of hand. So good. Considering I'm not like a rogue. It's nice. Okay, it's gonna be a bit of walking. Hopefully nobody walks on spikes. I don't think there's spikes that can be walked on, but it can be a bit. So I need to sort my stuff again. Shatter's a level 2. Level 1. Turn undead. I'm never going to use this. Okay. It's just so situational. Oh god.
Hey, good looking. Can't give up now. Very well.
So I need to go up here. Because I don't think there's a ton of stuff, but there is some stuff to see. And loot. Level 2 spells. Cantrip. I have too many cantrips. Vases never have anything in them. I better be able to poison somebody with this stuff. Chest. Oh, trunk. That's the end of this area. While I continue to sort my spells. This is way too many spells. I cooked it 3 times, but that's that. I don't think there's a... That might be something I could explore, but I'm gonna... If I forget it, it's not the end of the world. This interaction, this area is interesting. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna loot that. I'm not gonna enter her house right away. Apparently I'll start friendly.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Fetid smell assaults your nostrils. Dead flesh lies below. A great deal of it.
Okay. I just want to know what happens if I drink. I genuinely am just gonna reload, though. Why do you approve of me drinking this sketchy well water?
A warm rush of power flows through you.
What?
You feel stronger, faster, better.
What does that do? Refreshed. Huh. Even if it's useful, I'm not gonna keep that, because I wouldn't do that. Why would you drink this water? It's a good buff, but it doesn't make sense to drink from it, in my opinion, so I wouldn't. Like, I bet if I was playing a Necromancer Wizard, I absolutely would drink from it.
A fetid smell assaults your nostril.
Like, and like, oh,
Can I go?
maybe I could justify it with this character being like new experiences, but like, what kind of experience is drink from corpse well water? Like, it's a little weird.
Ah, a fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it.
These are an interesting group. You're a monster hunter? Not what I imagined. Who are you?
Today, the same as you. A humble supplicant. Come to bargain with the lady of this house. That is why you came to her lair, I take it. To bargain. A more innocent name than some I could call her. But it is what she is that ought to concern you. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness. And their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price.
And are you fool enough?
Of course. I'm a hunter who lost his prey, and here I am seeking help from something worse. But she thrives on suffering. Once she hears what awaits my quarry when I catch him, she will help.
I know who their quarry is. Well, I can trade.
Truth is like a blade, my friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat.
Yeah.
I would not put you in danger.
I would respect that. I mean, I know who it is. But I think the character would be like, nah, I'll just
Questions should
keep
never
it to
bring you
yourself.
regret, my friend. Answers are another matter.
Can I trade, though?
Go ahead. The lady of the house.
Oh, I can't
waits.
trade? Lame. That's boring. Anyway, I have to deal with her. I'm basically going to do what I did in my previous playthrough, which is clear out everything before I even need to contend with her, if I have the chance.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please.
One more bite, and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it.
Those hand gestures were great.
My hero. You took ages. Come in, come in. Feel free to relax yourself and have a cuppa.
This is interesting. I missed it somewhere else.
Me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
What bad? There is no bad news for her. I didn't kill them. I knocked them unconscious. This is too hard. This is scripted way too... Like, the script is way too rigid. I'm glad you got here safely. I'll say that, sure.
Thanks to you. You know, you're lucky.
I'm gonna kill her.
A very powerful lady. People in dire need travel from all over Faerun to see little old me. And I do my damnedest to help them. And you, Petal, well, you need a lot of help.
Not gonna let that happen.
Wriggler swimming in your brain juice is a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it?
How do you know that?
Because you stink. And I know the stench of mind flayer anywhere. I can tell you're almost done cooking. You know, you could turn just like that.
There should have been a snap.
Want me to take care of the little bugger?
I know a devil has offered to remove it. I'll take my chances on my own.
Good luck with that. But don't you fret, Petal. I'm sure you'll make a very pretty mind flayer.
That'll be for later. Can I talk to the girl? Ooh, I can.
Come now, Mayrina. Time to go.
Since that's relevant, I'll go there soon. But I have a moment. Because the interesting thing about this is as long as you're not actively seen interacting with the door, you can pass through it safely. So this lets me go out here, and she doesn't even care, as long as I'm not opening or closing the door or actively lockpicking it in front of her. She doesn't question why it's open, but it's open, and she doesn't do anything about it. Which is, it's good to set up now, because it saves time later. If you fight her in a specific way that she gets away. Because I think you can probably take her out without her leaving, but maybe not. Because you don't want to kill her completely. You want to, apparently you want to get her to like 10 HP. If you want a specific item. So this doesn't show up yet. There is something there that will show up. That is useful if you choose to fight her. Let's go down here. I'm not going to steal from her yet. She can't see, so let's just walk right through here. I discovered that it was that illusion. Why can't I move? I figured out that it was an illusion. I could walk through it before, in a previous playthrough. Why can't I walk through it now? Is it someone else that figured out that it was an illusion?
What a charmer. Looking ahead.
Oh, this is noteworthy because the T is relevant, I think, because it's like there's a book somewhere that discusses. What was that? Anyway, she's invisible right here.
Never a dull moment.
What does this use? This uses a save. This interaction is kind of janky. Because I was just walking on her fireplace and that made her freak out. I might use this on... No, I'll use it counter attack. I'll save it for cutting words. 46 damage because it doubled. Disgusting. I'm gonna move into a better position. Please don't give me a bad rage. Give me a good rage. Multicolor, more AC for allies. Wonderful. Let's concussive. If it hits. Nice. I explicitly do not want to kill her. Anything I can do that won't kill her. Launch her back a bit.
Now this is my happy place.
Karlach can move into melee.
This is my time.
But I can't do anything about it, even if I chase right away, I'm pretty sure. Because she goes down, and she's going to be way further than she has any right to be. Except I can't control my character. Walk here.
You have my attention.
There's no illusion. What's stopping you from walking? You have to jump.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Because you can't walk. Gale, move.
You shall find me.
Have a lot on my mind.
I'm actually going to try reloading them.
In it.
Yeah, they're not here. It's way further back than I want it to be, but... If the issue is, oh, you can't walk through the illusion that you know is an illusion, you have to jump. Fine, I'll jump through it so that she doesn't notice me going through her illusion. It's also, you might be able to kill her here, but it seems like you can't avoid the following events. Anyway, I can go through everything, speeding through her dialogue again. Glad you got here safely. How do you know that? I'll take my chances on my own. And then I went up here to unlock the door. Open the door. Stop stealthing. I'm not going to re-explore it. I'll explore it later. I have to keep an eye on her. Okay, save that.
What's hidden behind it?
I need to... Okay. I just saved, but I'm going to double check. Why do they not let me go through, like... Do I have to attack it? Like...
Never a dull moment.
I realize that it's not real. I was able to get through it without her being the one to dispel it. Why can't I go through it? Like, I'm aware that it's not real. I don't know what's up. I'll be back in a second. Brief bit of checking. There's like... Apparently... There's ways to do it, but apparently there's also a suggestion that I saw. Plug in a controller. Which apparently you can play this with a controller. It just didn't cross my mind because it's so... This type of game you almost never play with a controller. Will it detect the controller? Very slowly. It is quite odd. Okay. I could walk up to it. It triggered her, so maybe if she's not able to see me, I can do it with a controller. It's my previous playthrough, I was able to just walk right in. I don't know if it was walk or jump, I can't remember. But it wasn't an issue. She wasn't standing right here, so that might be part of the issue. But let's go to controller form. See if it picks up controller quickly. There. It's such a different style of play for sure. Okay, she doesn't see me. And if I go here, switch back to this. Yeah, why can't I get through this? Like, that's so dumb. I know it's an illusion. Why can't I do this? Like, please justify it. Well, what? What?
Survival is all that matters.
That's super jank. Doesn't help that for some reason it's basically impossible to stop her from escaping, but this is not gonna hit. Is it worth trying? Not yet.
May the dice roll in my favor.
I destroyed her ladder.
Can't even catch my breath.
I'll do that last.
On the victor's path.
Anything he can do that would BC them so they can't get away. I mean, technically, darkness should, but it probably wouldn't. Better hit.
Another fight. Let's go.
If I can get this, it would be nice. Actually, I can just get it.
Ready for another round?
And then get into melee range. I don't want to kill them. I just want to get them borderline dead. And 6 to 16. As long as I don't crit, they're not dead. But they're not gonna. Yeah, they still just escape. It's kind of dumb. Like, they totally weren't ensnared. How'd they break the ensnare? What let them break the ensnare? Tell me.
Best be on my way.
Well, I guess I can't do it like I did previously because you're not allowed to go into it until she breaks the illusion herself. Or it's a bug. It could be a bug on patch 1. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest with all the janky bugs that exist. Like, not super impactful, but just janky. Because these bugs... She should be at 3 HP.
This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have
You're at 3 HP. How are you full healed? Huh? You should be basically dead.
The cocky ones are my favorite.
It doesn't actually... This is too forcibly scripted.
And you'll find out.
Like, this is way too forcibly scripted. I don't think it works well. Like, this entire scene, like... I got her to 3 HP, and yet somehow, despite being entangled, she was able to teleport away. Like... I'm gonna try a little more getting through this gate, and I'll be back if I succeed, and if not, I'll just continue where that save was. So I'm back. My solution, it might not have been intentional because it's still blurry. What I did, I misty stepped as far into the wall as I could. Then I tried shoving through, didn't seem to do anything, but then I could jump over here, and now I'm behind here, which will let me explore here without triggering her first. which will save time when I want to kill her, and the behavior should be different this way. I might check the patch notes, see if maybe there was explicitly something meant to prevent you from going through that, in which case this is not the intended route to get here, but the fact that it doesn't forcibly... It did. They must have changed it.
This is my personal playhouse.
Because she didn't notice me entering.
Get out!
Or what?
Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Petal, and you'll find out.
Yeah, so it...
Look.
Okay.
What's that?
I've decided that despite the fact that I entered without her noticing me entering, it must be that they've changed it for patch 1. Whereas, like, you have to... You can't enter here without her knowing. Because... scripted.
Whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
Pretty messed up.
What is this place?
My darling Magrin. She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crushed me.
Away! No thanks.
It's an interesting place to explore. These are important. Anyway. These might still be relevant, so I'm going to carry that and the helmet. No, they're just generic. Whatever. Alchemy. I'd rather not carry it because it's a weight that I don't need, but... The issue is, I could just have someone else carry it, but then it's a little bit more to manage. Anyway. This all is actually quite interesting.
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him. This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again.
Having done this before, I want to see if basilisk oil, like, I just want to see if it's guaranteed that he just dies right away or not.
What in the bloody hell's is going on?
You're in a hag's lair. They're gonna die.
I remember that bit. I think she turned me to stone. Because of the bite, of course. I can't believe you fixed it. How did you cure me?
I've heard the tale of Ladugar's bite.
The very one. Complete with everything from sores to vomiting.
And this is where he dies.
By the time it kills you, it... Wait, you didn't fix it.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was just curious if it... what interactions there were. But like... I'd rather leave the guy petrified and save the basilisk oil for other potentially interesting uses. Maybe I can save him, maybe I'll find something later, but for now, I won't.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Anyway, I need these, or at least one of them. I don't know if I think I can get through just fine without it. Studded shield. Oh, okay, so it's this.
Crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. I can't let people through, not again.
What happened last time you opened?
Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly.
The door just doesn't want people to die. That's wholesome.
Cackles. The man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface.
Oh no, that's just him. Though that might still be true, but
flee. You feel it
yeah,
cry.
it just doesn't want other people to die.
A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, peddler.
Is there another way in?
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent.
Let's go persuasion. Favorable beginning for +3, then proficiency. So I apply charisma, and then my proficiency twice. And this is where I quick save, because if I get a 1, that's unreasonable. Ooh, such a useful crit. This is why I don't like the auto stuff.
She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats.
Stop! Please! Please! Away! Away!
This area is interesting. What I tried to do in my previous playthrough is I thought maybe you could remove the masks and they wouldn't die. But what I found is they die still. The moment you take the mask off, they die. So it doesn't seem like there's any purpose in trying to be nice to them and saving their life. Let's do that. I don't know. Let's see what Curse of Terror does. Strike, it frightens. It's probably not worth it because that's a cantrip. It was not worth it. It just sounded much more threatening than it was. I might still enable this. I just won't worry about triggering it. Mask is removed, your spellcaster is dead. But what I found is removing the mask results in them dying, so I think if I take this off, they die. So there's no actual... I don't think there's any way to save them. Though, I could be wrong. Because there could be, like... Lock here. Jump. There could be some other way that's less accessible to save them. I'm gonna blast this guy. They're just dead. Boon of Servitude. Show me what this means. I assume it is... It looks like the same... It isn't the same icon as that, Boon of Servitude is just AC +2. And healing every turn. I will Cutting Words that. So the Cutting Words works. They attack. And they miss because they got a -1 from Cutting Words. It just adds a modifier. God, a -1 on a d6 is not ideal. It's not unreasonable, but it's just not ideal. That jump range. Shoot, this isn't on. Oh well. Steal that, she dies. She's not your friend, not your family. Do not drink the tea, do not wear the mask.
Allow me to demonstrate. This is my time.
Okay, no, I meant to click them. It's higher chances to hit, despite being in melee. That's not how it should be.
I'll take that. One day I'll catch
I definitely shouldn't have a higher chance to hit with Eldritch Blast in melee than with a weapon. I think it's a strength weapon, partially why. Anyway, no more going easy. This is the worst part. Like, you can drop stuff on them and all that, but it's still just obnoxious. Do I have protection from poison? I don't think I do. This is, I've seen something briefly. Sanctuary is very good because you can attack and then cast it on yourself. So that they can't attack you. It's actually really good because it's a bonus action. But to me, that just feels kind of cheesy. It isn't, really, but it just feels that way. Protection ally against attacks. You do not. Yeah, I don't have the poison. Protection from poison. Which protection from poison would let me be protected from the poison. Instead, I have to find stuff to drop onto the poison vents.
Easy. This place is hungry
Because,
for
like,
blood.
as it stands... Okay, everyone just stand over here. I also meant to click Gale. Like, this all will explode. And then it'll still be there. But that triggers the... I want to get rid of the flower so that it can't trigger if I run through. Flower's dangerous. The vent or where in there is hard to spot. Places of note. This here is noteworthy because it gets you to the Underdark. I only noticed that after I explored the Underdark. This is the encounter, which in my previous playthrough, when it was physically possible to get through the gate without being caught by her, now that seems impossible. I got down here, I freed her, and then she just stood here and did nothing, and caused issues when the hag, when I went upstairs, confronted her, she came here. This entire encounter is, I think, kind of jank. Like, the fact that... Yeah, these don't explode if you don't notice them.
Let's get going.
Or you can't shoot them if you don't notice them.
Trap.
Okay, now that I noticed it, I can shoot it, right? Yeah, you can't shoot it if you don't notice it, though. I understand partially why they do it that way, but this is to prevent... Those are there to prevent you from jumping like this. Oh, it's so janky. 'Cause I don't have any items that I can place on them, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I can drop...
The pride of the gate.
Will paintings work? No, those are vertical. If they fell sideways, it might be usable. Masks? They might work. I do not currently know. There's the vent. Okay, let's see if the mask can cover the vent. It can. That is so janky. The mask should not work for the vent, in my opinion. But since it does, it's mask time. Anyone else carrying masks? I mean, that what should work if the masks work. Maybe weapons work. Any other junk? This might work. That's money. A cup might work. Yeah, that might be enough for what I need.
Despite everything.
There's perception check.
This place is trapped.
And a stand back. And hopefully he doesn't get hit, because he should be where I am. Okay, it doesn't explode, it just sparks.
Trap. Be cautious.
You know what, that's just gonna explode.
Have to keep going.
Stand back. Karlach, don't walk into the poison for no reason. Somehow that didn't hit. Somehow that's not hitting, despite it saying 100%. It's broken.
The air is ripe with magic.
Still just broken.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Okay, where's the vent?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Where's the vent? Okay, still just doesn't work. I just need to locate the vent is the issue. Okay, there it is. Is the other one gone? Yes. Where is the vent? It should be... Oh, I probably haven't noticed it, is my guess. No, I definitely would have noticed it. Ah.
There's a trap.
There's the vent.
Wanna dance?
Okay. She will place a cup. That's not going to be enough. Okay, so drop it. How is there not enough space? What is this janky game?
If you insist.
Okay. Okay. How is there not enough space? Holy. Like, not enough space. Fix your game. Fix these hitbox. Like, there's plenty of space.
At least things have stayed
Well,
interesting.
guess I'd have to do this if I want to get rid of it. Disarm it. Except I can't. Turn-based mode. Inventory. Will they let me drop something on it? Or are they gonna complain? There. So jank.
Look ahead.
Okay.
Trap.
It is
Be cautious.
turbo janky. Will it explode? Okay, there. At least it exploded. That's not ideal, but... Okay. I could put a candle. It would explode, though. Would a mushroom work? The vent is there, right? Wait, no, that's not the vent. Stop moving! Don't force people to right-click to cancel. Just, if they input a different movement command, let them use the different input command. Nope. She can... Karlach do it? Is this something that's dictated by strength? It shouldn't be. But it certainly might be. It is. That makes so much sense, you know?
No time to rest.
Okay, that makes so much sense, right? God.
Should mind my step.
Oh, I put 2. Inefficient. Oh well. It's so janky.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
What the? It triggered the purulent bulb. Anyway, I brute forced this the last time I went there. It's kind of fun to do it this way, instead of just brute forcing it. What perception checks did I fail twice that Karlach could get on her first try? Will they let me do this? No. Put this on the ground, right? Okay. Come on! It's so janky. They really shouldn't have included that as a mechanic, because...
Step carefully. There's a trap.
They can't figure out that that flower that looks exactly like every other flower is gonna explode. Really?
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Wow. You guys are not very... Idiot.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
You really should have, like, advantage on these once you figured out, hey, every single one of these flowers explodes. Oh no. Oh good. Like, you really should have, like, advantage on the check. Once you've succeeded it once, when it's the exact same check every time. You know, this goes to the Underdark. I might not be able to jump here. Yeah, it's too high. I could get there with other stuff, but I don't need to. It's just noteworthy that it goes to the Underdark. It's not my preferred route to the Underdark. Okay, everyone's here. I will blow a short rest, but before I do, Armor of Agathis, and do I go for like a super preemptive Hadar? It lasts 10 turns. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I could go really preemptive Darkness spell. I think a preemptive Darkness is a lot safer. Okay, a quick save, because I assume it's going to trigger, but if it doesn't, then I will abuse it.
Looks like an ambush.
There, in the cage.
You know what? Let's not be super obsessed with spell slot efficiency on the Warlock.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
And yeah, I figured it would automatically trigger if I got too close.
You come to my home, interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole! I'll use your blood to spice my stew!
I don't think blood counts as a
I'll
spice.
keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones. And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again.
Just get out of here! Please!
I'm the only one in? What? I mean, frankly, if she dies, oh well. Like, I don't really care about saving the girl. Her brothers are both dead. That's a lot of damage. I don't have that many spell slots, though. I will Cutting Word it, though. Oh, no. level 1 shield. It's kind of weird that presumably all of these variants of her do get full spell casting for some reason. Because like, if I shoot the one down there, what do they expect me to do? Like, I know this there can get her out, but like, is that what they expect me to do? If I could get Gale to a good position.
Let's march.
I'm gonna have Karlak enable this. Separate. Gale is already in combat, so I can't do anything about that. Let's just accept the combat engagement. Yeah, and Will could blast one of them. Oh, could blast 2 of them, and if it hits both, that's all I need. So he's going to... He could Hadar. That would hit her, though. I could hit all 3 of them with Hadar. And then I'll save the Hex for if I eventually learn which one's which, hopefully. On their turns, they should take damage. And if they're the fake, it'll let me know which one's the real one. I should probably bless... Prestidigitation's not in this game. I could water and save her with that.
No hesitation.
Hopefully. I mean, I think that's totally worth it.
Breathe deep and move.
I'll do that, and then I will... Nope, I'm saving it for cutting words.
Let's cook the fire, baby.
Jump or rage. I can't get in range to attack, so I'd rather jump. It's probably a fake. Yeah. The choice doesn't really matter.
Always be a gentleman.
He will get towards a good position, and I forgot to mage armor, so he's gonna mage armor himself. Okay. So that's the real one. That's the issue. The fake out, I don't know how you're supposed to deal with it. I mean, it should be her, right? But I have no way to know. And if I knock them out, they still just die. What could it be? Illusion? That's just invisible. It doesn't apply to this. I could sleep. And it won't hit one of them. That doesn't make any sense that it applies to both, but it gives me a second to think. Okay, he failed the very obvious perception check. What can I work with here to get the correct enemy? I'm gonna bless my team, but she's out of range. Karlak needs to get into range. She's gonna dash. She's gonna dash most of the way. And jump there. Again, I wish I could just not have it affect my team. So, that's gonna stay there. They're in the range, so that's gonna trigger. So if she is that one, she might just die if she gets unlucky. But if it's a hag, then that's good. I could also just cast darkness, which would interfere. Remove curse. You don't think I have anything else that will really do anything. I don't know a way to
stand in my way.
Separate them. If I do this, if I aim here versus there, why? Okay, is that a definitive? This is Mayrina and this is the hag. It has to be. This has to be the hag. Which means Mayrina's gonna die if I don't cancel Hadar. Okay. I'm gonna quick save. If this difference... Oh, she's wet. This has to be the real one. If this somehow isn't the real one, I'm going to complain. I could use Hadar again. Keep it up. There. It's really a waste of a spell slot. I should do this. It doesn't... The choice does not matter. I'll go... Because it all does nothing. Because this better be the real one. The real enemy. Then my character can... Hideous Laughter, Dissonant Whispers, 40%, 40, Tasha's is 40, Shatter is just damage, but not what I want right now. I can bless everyone, and that's probably for the best. I could also command to... grovel? Way less likely. Oh, you can command 3 people. That's actually good scaling. It's either bless or attempt to dissonant whispers to frighten them so they can't move. Tasha's prone would stop them for their turn, but that's it. Yeah, because I can just bless next turn. Oh, bless is also concentration. This one isn't concentration. I don't have any actual 3rd level spells, so I don't think it's wasteful to use it for a 3rd level Dissonant Whispers. Except the Dissonant Whispers is unlikely to hit, but I have a 5 portent roll, I think.
Well, so much for peace.
So using this at a high level is probably worth considering. Because it just worked, too. It's even better. I didn't even need to use it. Nice. She's asleep. Except she just talked. Vicious Mockery is not an issue. The Hex being lost is not ideal, but not that bad. Bless them so they can hit better. She's frightened for another turn. It might be worth doing that. I probably could have done the create water thing. You know, it's more fun to do it this way. Just improve the ensnare.
This is gonna feel good.
And then she will jump behind where she won't get exploded. No, she won't jump. She'll run here so that she can... This smite so that they can't go invisible. They need a 17 to hit. It's worth it. And then I just attack again.
Swords meet sorcery.
I could lightning, which might overkill. I don't want to kill her. I just want to get her basically to death. I think the safest... Oh, actually, I need to change the location of this because that's a cantrip. I also need to cast this. This won't kill.
This is my time.
70. 70. 1d10. I think I just want to hit once. The issue is I don't want to kill her. I could... Melee would be bad. Okay. 1d10. The max damage I could deal here is... So plus 4 charisma. 8. 28. I'm actually going to save scum this, just to save time. It's like 70% chance to hit. One of them might miss. Oh, shoot. I'm going to double dip. Maybe. Let's just shoot once. Of course I crit miss, but... I mean, presumably it's this one, because I know it's that one. Let's just use her.
What's this?
7 to 17, please don't crit. Actually, I could do this to make sure she doesn't die. And then supposedly this is where you... This is where you... She's sub 10 HP, and this is where she then talks to you. I'm gonna get rid of the fake ones in case that matters, but... And then... Supposedly, sub 10, she will talk. Maybe not, though. That's a lot of third level spells spent. So then next is the actual one's turn.
Wait! Wait
There.
just a tick! Killing me is a waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will.
I wish I could actually do this with my main character, but...
Pleasant. So how about we be civilized about this, hmm? I have something you want?
Let's go on.
I knew I liked you, dearie. Let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible. Just let me keep the girl and her babe.
Don't you dare take the offer. No power is worth such a cruel price.
It's your choice, sweetness.
I think I'd probably go for... If I was using my actual character and they let me actually control the character that I was using here, it would be great. Then I could do this. But whoever's closest is the one that has to talk, despite the fact that realistically, I could just talk to her with a different character. But I can't. I'm gonna save scum this, because assuming the deception is like a 15 and not like a 30, I could do it fairly safely. Like, assuming it's a 15 for that as well. Oh, I can't get both. What a shame. I mean, Bardic Inspiration's better.
You greedy little bollocks.
I could just kill you.
Here.
She threw it on the ground. Gross.
I'll not soon forget this sweetness. You have my word.
But the deal. What about my husband?
She's kind of
What
crazy.
happens to him?
Deal's off, you dumb cow. And you've her to thank for it. Not that it matters. I'll find another just as plump and ripe. I can set up shop elsewhere. People always need lotions and potions.
Best of luck.
Bollocks to luck. It's only the deal that counts. Bye-bye, Petal.
Okay.
You bastard! You
I actually do want to just kill her.
You ruined everything!
Good luck getting out of here on your own.
Go on. Walk away. And wave to my husband's rotting corpse on your way out. That's right. He's buried outside, and I was this close to getting him back. Thanks to you, I'll never see him again.
I'm gonna make the out-of-character decision and have Karlach push her in a pit.
Don't burn yourself.
I'll quick save first, see if I can shove her into a pit. Ah, she's running too quickly. No, no. Let me shove her in a pit. Come on, come on. Okay, I can't shove people walking. You know what? I wasn't gonna kill her, but... What an informative save. I feel like she deserves to be shoved into a pit. She'll be happier that way. No, I won't do that. I'm not gonna help her. Like, Grief does crazy things, but... she's not... I did not find her particularly sympathetic. So, like, I'm not gonna help her. It's like, I wouldn't even feel bad if I sold her off to the hag now.
More for me?
She just... Did saving and quitting... Did reloading there break her? Or does it... Loading...
Well, I'll cross this place off our list.
Stop. I have no interest in talking to you. She's really not a... Oh yeah, again, like, yes, Grief does crazy things, but like... Oh! We killed this hag that does this terrible stuff. Like, yeah, sure. It's just not... relatable. What's bitter divorce? I can't remember. What did... It's the wand. I already know what it does. Spoilers, but... This is contacting, getting a person... A job, a client fled without payment... And there's a girl for her as payment for helping. Mother with a failing mind. You must come viz.
Moving ahead.
Bunch of rings. These are all weird potions, I think. I don't know what they do. Like, Lover's Avarice. Sort by... Actually, I also need to look at this. Sort by latest. Every single eye gives you protection from evil and good. More than I have now. Bitter divorce. Letter. Yeah, single-use potion that does something. No idea what. I'm gonna pick them all up and then never use them. I'm probably gonna just send them to... the camp. I don't think Staff of Crones is particularly noteworthy either. Ray of Sickness. And that's it. It's not worthless, but it's not great. Why does she get 30 experience? Oh, this is what desyncs the experience. When they get experience for their background, it triggers... They get experience for the background, and that makes the experience desync. I don't like that. I would rather them not get experience from the backgrounds, because it's such a small amount that it's not a huge issue. If they didn't get experience from the background, they just got inspiration.
Gods, didn't hear you coming.
She's suddenly
I know
polite.
she's at home,
Doesn't make any
but
sense.
I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
Just move here. I would just leave her to mourn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you back.
Like, it's not... Like... Okay, fine. I know this ending's not happy. It's not positive. It's gonna keep the marker here until I give her the wand, so I'll give her the wand.
Believe it didn't work. What?
You can.
You feel a surge of power.
It wants to be used.
Bring Connor back, please.
You know, fine. I'll kill him. If appropriate.
What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
You feel something pull at you.
What have you done to him?
The hag fulfills her promise. It can never be simple, can it?
Oh, this isn't what she promised.
I mean, it's exactly what she promised,
I
right?
wanted him back. Back the way he was. Not this.
We can always bury him again.
No! Don't put him in the ground. He is afraid of the dark. I'll do it. I'll take him.
She's insane. This thing is just a monster.
You don't know that. He could still be in there.
Everyone approves.
And I gotta try.
Maybe someone in Baldur's Gate can help
Oh
us.
no, not more.
Connor always said you can find anything in that city.
Oh.
I'll figure something out.
Good to know it's plot relevant.
Come on, love. Let's go.
God, I hope there's just random people.
Ethel's wand wasn't the best idea.
Pity. It's beyond even the power of the weave to help now.
I could just kill him, right? Oh, so much stuff to steal? Wait, did that just open this door? That's good to know. Anyway, this is a weird zone. It feels very different doing it the intended way. I think my previous playthrough, when they split, I just knocked what I just went non-lethal and knocked her out right away, which meant that after, like, she didn't even discuss taking her for the, as like a trade for the power that she gave, because, I mean, oh, actually, I want to keep that with me, because it's set up in such a way that it basically treats anyone you knock unconscious as dead, which doesn't actually make any sense because they don't handle non-lethal correctly, in my opinion. Forces at work in Baldur's Gate, trying to edge me out of my territory, killed at least 4 agents. So whoever M is kind of interesting. I wonder if we get to meet M in Baldur's Gate. My assumption is was M on the other letter that I put away?
Like that'll fit in my pack.
That's everything up there.
Better not be cursed.
Yeah, this wall is not set up correctly or it changed intentionally. But it's weird. This, like, I shouldn't have been able to get through it how I did. Mistress of the Night and Friends is actually going to be semi-relevant. Beautiful woman. Her mother despaired. Shar. Yeah, the, like, Shar is twisted. Which is, I think it's handled in a reasonably interesting way. having a non-evil, like, because nothing about Shadowheart's behavior is particularly evil. Like, it's misguided, but it's not, like, outright villainous. She has positive reactions to decisions that are, like, generally kind of nice. Yeah, I might go that way. To open it... This is bugged. This is broken. These quests don't work right. Like, that broke for sure. Because... I assume it's because it broke because I entered here and didn't aggro her out here. So it broke the quest, I imagine. There's a tiny bit here that I didn't explore. I'll go there really quick. After that, it will be time to... I'm gonna get so many spike traps walked over.
Let's move.
Please no spike traps. Please no spike traps.
Trap.
Spike trap right there. I have to go up here. Okay, it wouldn't let me jump here, but I can walk. Weird. There's gonna be spike traps again. But after I finish here, I think I'll murder the guys here, then I'll deal with this north area, is my intent right now. And then it's time to go to the Underdark. Okay, that's... Oh, okay, because I'm not in that area anymore. I'm in the more friendly area. Oh, there's a stuffed bear! This seems like it's gonna be sad. Hold this every time you miss Mummy, baby. And do not leave camp. Back soon. Oof. Not happy. Oh, now I get rot. It's gonna keep rotting me. Let's get out of here. Start at Joaquin's Rest. Okay, I want that to clear.
The pride of the gate.
Should I short rest?
What now?
Yeah, that might clear it. It doesn't though. Well, I shouldn't have cleared it probably. Fist recruit. I'll just get this mapped out. And then I'll save them probably.
Don't waste a step.
I don't know how I'm going to interact with the group. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to murder them. Well, I'm going to go out of my way to murder these guys, obviously, but... Okay, bunch of guys there. Yeah, I'm out of 3rd level spells. I could web them. Wouldn't be terrible, but it wouldn't be that useful. Then he's gonna Eldritch Blast this guy.
My turn.
And then she went into combat for some reason. I don't think I need to rage. These guys are not that strong. Ooh, look at all the damage on the ice. Bang of whatever seems like the type of thing that is ritualistic as opposed to anything else that I can think of. Like, it's probably... It sounds, I guess, shamanistic.
Battle favors the fearless.
Which I assume any Gnoll magic would be shamanistic in nature. I love that Gnolls laugh like hyenas because they're hyena monsters. Soul offering. Numb a creature's soul and offer it to Yanogu to prevent it from taking bonus actions or reactions. Huh. Neat.
I'm heating up.
It's annoying, but it's neat.
Another fight. Let's go.
Let's just vicious mock this guy. What? Seething Fury. Once it gives into its fury, it'll be able to attack multiple times per round. So then next turn it will attack more. Fustelarian. Weird.
Blade will not bend.
Let's just RNG. Yep. What the? It crit? Yep.
Sometimes the only way out is
Perfect
through.
division of damage. Hit. Good roll. Eek.
Survival is all that matters.
Anyway, it's gonna die next turn.
Fuck yes.
All dead.
Well, that ends
Pretty
not
easy.
as bad as it could have.
This was where I was earlier. I'm probably going to respect the chest and not try to steal stuff. I know... Oh, I actually should read that. Oh no, it's just Oppression and Peacocks. It's a flavor one that I've seen multiple times show up. So I don't think it is relevant. It doesn't have a deep story. Relevance.
Take a load off, isn't it?
We just rested. This guy is dangerous because he has a crazy bunch of stuff. What? What was... What just... What was the sound? Was it noticing this? I think my best sneak attacker is Will. I could Hadar these guys. That feels wasteful though. I'm gonna Hadar. Hadar's just way more fun.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
They're not good people. Yeah, Hadar is so good. If only I could Eldritch Blast, but I need to do stuff with what actions I can. So I have advantage. Advantage doesn't help with these sorts of spells. Do I want to go for damage? I think it might be better to try and debuff a bit.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Just split up. And attack. It's not her turn, which is fine. And then he will miss. He can't do anything. He already did his stuff. I can move up here.
Very well.
There's just a hyena there. I will not go into there, but I will rage. What effect am I gonna get? Please be a fun one. Shadowy Tendrils, that's not a good one. On Flind, needs 12 to save. You know, why not? He still saved though. Is it what? So far I've only ever gotten a 1. I've not, like, so far I haven't gotten a single... It's so bad. It's so bad. That's just tilting. I want to fight with Hunger of Hadar, so I'm going to reload that. I think I'm going to abandon the Wild Magic one, because that one procs more often than I would like. And it's so annoying because it's 12 meters. I'm abandoning that subclass. That class is gone. After this fight, I'm not going to respec her as we travel, but
Not over, then through.
like I'm 100% done
What does it mean?
with trying to like I'm not trying again. Trying to make her work as a wild barbarian. It just doesn't do anything that you want. Like it just doesn't do what you want it to do. God. If only. So I don't get the advantageous engage. I might just go Berserker or Bear Totem.
Can't even catch my breath.
Bear Totem's just so good. It's just 50% resistance to everything but Psychic, making you way tankier.
Battle favors the fearless.
Actually, it just feels bad.
The pack leader's mind clamps onto yours.
Except it targets Karlach for some reason.
Eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast.
I don't know why this triggers when I just attacked.
The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long.
As the symbol glows,
I'm just in the middle of killing him. Like,
through you.
why this trigger?
Authority.
I'm in the middle of fighting. It doesn't make sense that this triggered. I just attacked them. Is it because they couldn't see me because of Hunger of Hadar or something? Like, that didn't make any sense that it triggered. This flail is actually super dangerous. This is not a good effect on him. I should use it on other people, probably. But... No! That's not where I clicked.
My turn.
Okay, please don't give me the... You know, I'm gonna save scum this. Because I'm gonna abandon this subclass. If it triggers the AoE again... If it triggered the AoE and it triggered the concentration save fail, I would absolutely give up right there. Why can't I... Did I already activate it? What? That's weird. Oh, so it doesn't trigger just by being in there. It just triggers start of turn specifically. Interesting. I actually should have moved away first, but... Hunger of Hadar is not the best. It's not bad. It's not the best. Because the fact that they can just walk through it doesn't do anything unless they stay there does limit its effectiveness. Yeah, just improve the chance of killing this guy, who's by far the most dangerous.
A bright idea.
I need to figure out what I want to go for with Karlach if I'm not gonna go for... Should I just jump to kill that guy? Yeah. It does, like, the fact that it's not on entry does make it a lot easier to work around with your characters, but it's still, like, somewhat limiting that it's only, like, turn start, turn end stuff. Almost enough. It's still really good. It does a lot of damage. And also, I should not be frontlining with him while I'm having this do all the damage it's doing. Because the moment he gets hit and fails the concentration save... What? What? Oh, it bugged and it's not my packed weapon anymore for some reason. Well, that's an annoying... I'm gonna call it a bug. I don't think there's an actual proper reason that it would do that. I'm fairly confident that's a bug. Because I can't think of a reason that would justify that being intended.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with...
By the gods.
And of course it's her that talks.
Are any of my crew still alive out there?
No, it's a grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Long way from here.
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
Where's that?
Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those
Actually, no, he
beasts
wouldn't,
hadn't
but...
jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow.
It makes sense,
He'll
the
take
name.
good care of you.
Like, the secret thing does make sense. Joaquin's Rest has been burned to the ground.
Damn it. Nowhere's safe anymore. Doesn't change the plan, though. We'll head over there and check for survivors.
Your cargo.
Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths.
No history, and I'll just leave. If only I could interact with my character who's designed to interact with people. Sadly, she's not the closest one. I'm gonna do this, see if I can talk to him, and like if I'll get a repeat of the perception of the history check. No, I don't. That's not how it should be handled, I think. It shouldn't just pick the closest character. You should be able to choose, hey, this other character could walk up and talk as well. Like, it doesn't make sense. Ooh. When the wielder hits an enemy with a weapon, gain momentum. Not great, but like, it is kind of cool. I have to fix my weapon. I have to do this. And now my weapon isn't broken.
No one stopped me yet.
Do I have to recast it every long rest? Maybe that's what it is. Why you'd have to recast it every long rest, I don't know. But I don't think I had to recast it. Maybe I haven't had the chance to recast it. This weapon's crazy. It's just very different of a gameplay. Holy, it's broken. Like, this shouldn't be proccing now. I've already consumed half a dozen. I need to go this way, I think. I also want to go down this way. One of these is kind of cool. This one's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. I think the one down... Oh no, this one down here is very cool. So I'm going to spread down that way. Get Repulsor next. Which actually is useful for a caster type. You can basically, if they're nearby, blast them and push them back. Very useful. He should be empty, whatever. Yeah, it's weird what they decide is empty and isn't empty. Can I smash? No, I can't. Darn.
Deep and move.
Anyway. I'm not going to try to steal their cargo. I don't really care enough about it. Because their cargo's not really important to me. I know what it is spoiler-wise, and also even not spoiler-wise. It's just some cargo. If I was playing an evil playthrough, I might be interested in trying to steal it. But, like, the novelty of stealing it's not that interesting right now. Because it's kind of a pain to steal. Apparently you have to long rest here for them to go to the place they will need to be for you to progress the quest, I think. What the... Oh, this is a way down from up here? No. That's below. It's in the cave below. There's definitely an underground path there that leads here. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Which, I think there's a boulder that drops and rolls that I got hit by in my previous playthrough. I remember that. It was messy because I only got the perception check too late to do anything about it. Oh, there's a marker here. That's good to know. The Risen Road. I should have gotten this marker ages ago. But...
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Come on, get the survival checks, please. You're all useless. I think I... Can I... I don't know exactly where it is. Will it actually, I wonder if I can do this. Can I put, like... I can. Can I try to just dig here? I can. Yeah. That's kind of not how it should work. If you fail a check, you shouldn't be able to just dig. But hey. I mean, it benefits me. It shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be able to do it that way, in my opinion. I'm still going to abuse it, because items are items, and it's not that impactful of an item. Look at this, I'm not even digging. And I could open the chest, but I couldn't move. Yeah, a bunch of stuff is kind of iffy. Is the corpse of the thing up here? No. Not the one that I'm looking for. Let's go up this way. So, I still have back here to explore, which I'm going to do. I'm going to go up here and through and explore that. I don't think there's a ton. After that, I have this bit to explore, which I can do after the Underdark. I have this to explore, which won't take too long, but it won't be nothing. I want to go here because there's a trap room that has some loot. And I didn't have an appropriate character to deal with traps at the time. Whereas now this character is at least competent. And they will be more competent in not too long. That's not where I want to go. I want to go over here. I wanted to map out this zone. Make sure it's all mapped. So. Next is I'll explore this. Then I'll take a long rest, because that will make them move over here. After I do that long rest, I'll go interact over there. And yeah, after the long rest I'll go there. Do all that. Once I've done that, I'll go clean up the goblins here and finish mapping this zone. After finish mapping that zone, I'll wipe out the goblins here. After killing all of them, I'll check this area, which there's not really much to see, but I won't go to the next area. After that, I think I'll basically be done. And I can come back here if I really need to, but the Masterwork weapon I can't do until I go to the Underdark. I already finished this, but I haven't actually finished it. There is an indecipherable page that might be doable later. Daughter of Darkness, nothing relevant. I have to wait. Blade of Frontiers, I have to save his father. And Mizora, nothing there. Githyanki, going to the Creche. Asterion, nothing new, and I'm happy with that. Gale, keep traveling. So, there's probably side quests that I missed. Like, there's definitely goblin-related quests that you can do if you go for a goblin fight. This is bugged. This should not be here anymore, because she's gone for now, at least. I could go to the Underdark through that entrance, but I don't really want to. Because I want to go through the safe entrance.
How you holding up, Rugen?
I'm fine. And so's the chest, more importantly.
Boulder. Careful walking. Cautious. You dimwit. I'm getting rid of that the moment I get a better weapon.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Move back. I'm gonna try to disarm it. Instead of... I could shoot it, it would trigger. But these are actually dangerous, because at least in Chapter 3, there's one of these that triggers like a lightning strike. And even if you shoot it from a safe... what would be a safe distance away, you get struck by lightning anyway, and it does like 8d6 or 8d8 damage, and it kills you. Like, basically guaranteed. What is this other perception check? Like, did they set up 2 triggers for this boulder? Would they really do that? Oh, and before the long rest, I'm going to respec Karlach. What? Rock steady? Okay, that's broken. That definitely did not work as intended.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna stay split. She's the least likely to die. Okay, she's gonna go down the ladder. She's gonna walk up. And nothing's gonna happen. She's gonna walk down. And for some reason, there are 2. It's a non-issue, but for some reason, there were 2. And presumably if you fail either perception check, you lose. It was a DC 15, and I failed it with my character. I had +7, and I failed the DC 15. Bad luck.
No time to rest?
Anyway. Like, it's not obscene to get lower than an 8. It's totally reasonable. It's still annoying when you fail a 15.
The path lies before me.
When you have that much. Okay, that's done. Back up I go. The fastest will probably be walking the outside. I assume, because they're not going to be able to pass through here, right? Let's back up. I'll explore this. I don't think there's much valuable loot in this area, other than the chest, which has like a special item. Not a useful item, necessarily, but it's special.
How you holding up, Rugen?
I'm fine. And so's the chest, more importantly.
If I could use a heavy crossbow, I would. Heavy crossbows are martial weapons. An open heresy. Is this the racism? It is not. It's Shar related.
And you're still alive. That's lucky.
So this is someone who's clearly pro Shar. But then you see any interaction with Shar, and you know she's not a good person. A good god. Like, she's very negative. She asks a lot, gives little in return. I hate that gold weighs anything. Like, I really wish it weighed nothing. No one's gonna use that. No one's gonna use that. I'll try to figure this out before next time. You stupid trash man, almost triggering that. Just might be a key somewhere, but...
Come on, open up.
Anyway, now I have to do this. It'll help once I get gloves to give me advantage on these checks, as long as I remember to equip them. End rage for 15 temp hit points. Very useful in specific situations, but still worse than
No one stopped me yet.
advantage when outnumbered, because you're almost always outnumbered.
How much farther can I go?
Okay, split, Karlak, get over here, jump, loot some stuff, just pick up. That's one of my favorite elements, the fact that you can just, if you need to get loot that requires jumping to get to, it's usually your strong character, which in turn means you can just, like, pick up everything and not worry about it. Okay, this is this section done. I don't think there's really anything noteworthy over there. But this is where I will rest. I should jump. Ooh, can't climb that. Okay. It's not much worth taking. Heavy crossbow, barrel. So yeah, maybe it's worth going to the base over there first, but I'm going to do it slightly differently. If I press long rest, I think they should let me talk to Withers. Scratch. Scratch our boy. Withers. No, I need to talk as Karlak.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
So I'm going to change because the wild magic was interesting.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Like, it was certainly interesting, but it's so bad every time it does the AoE attack. It's just immensely frustrating. I'm keeping wisdom, I think, intentionally. Because saving throws. But you know what? I'm going to do this because it's slightly more interesting, honestly. I think it's probably worse, in my opinion, because I think having wisdom for saving throws might be better. But why not? If I'm respecking, might as well do more. So yeah, I'll just get her to be a... I don't know which one, actually. It's either Berserker or Wildheart. Berserker has benefits and negatives. Because Frenzied stuff, each time you attack, makes it harder to attack further. And Wildheart is much tankier. So Frenzy, Rage. Your Rage turns into a Frenzy. You gain Frenzied Strike and Enraged Throw. You can also make an improvised weapon attack as a bonus action. You gain resistance to physical and advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Frenzied Strike causes Frenzied Strain. Except I can't press T to inspect because I'm not in the game. Using Frenzied Strike adds penalty to attack roll every time, stacking so that you miss more often. This adds up until the end of your frenzy. But that is fully optional. You don't need to trigger the Frenzied Strike. You just can choose to, I believe. So I think it's not negative. It's not negative. And I get immunity to being charmed and frightened while raging is very useful. Whereas Wild Heart gets a lot of options, but I don't need the Speak with Animals benefit. Bear gives better tankiness, which is good. And then you get another aspect, which I didn't find any of them exceptionally noteworthy. Berserker gets Intimidating Presence, which is an action to frighten in an AoE. Yeah, let's go with Berserker. It's going to be a little squishier, but potentially higher damage. And less tilting than the wild magic for sure. I think about Athlete to get the strength up. It's probably not optimal. You probably go, if you're going optimal, I think Tavern Brawler is optimal. But I don't want to use and or abuse Tavern Brawler.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have. Light on my feet.
But I think for today, this is an appropriate stopping point. I'll finish the rest, and then afterwards I'm going to sell basically every non-magical item that's appropriate to sell. Keep these. Never get rid of them until like post chapter 2. But it is rest time. Okay, let's split that. There. Full rest.
You don't sleep well.
Oh.
Flitting between dreams
Sorry.
and nightmares.
It's a
Maybe
Styrian.
you wake up because
It took
you
a
know
while.
something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
I'm probably not going to let him do it, because I'm not using him.
No, it's not what it looks like. I swear.
I don't have my bonuses.
I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really
I mean, maybe
is.
I'll let him bite me.
A vampire,
I don't know.
a slave to sanguine hunger.
Will I use him at the specific... I mean, I'm not going to kill him. That's boring.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so...
Oh, good thing you don't need to fight.
Weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
I might let him do it, because like, it's not that much of a negative,
Strange
but...
sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
I might go for this. I get Jack of all trades. I can boost it as well, I think. Will he dislike it? Sure. Do it.
What's this? What's happening?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. His mind.
Well, it's the first time I used the Illithid wisdom.
Cracked and quivering memories. At their heart, you see dark eyes commanding you to feed. You open your mouth and bite down, not into a tender neck, but into the twisting body of a rat. The only thing your master lets you eat.
You were forced enough because you wanted to.
Yes. Yes, I ate whatever disgusting vermin my master picked. So you can see why I'm slow to trust you.
What good subtitling.
But I do trust you. And you can trust me.
Fine.
Thank you. Do you think...
Because I do want to do Cazador quest.
Just a little further?
The inside of his mouth is reflective.
Taste. I swear.
I'll rape, go too far, and I'll drive a stake through your chest.
Ah, of course. I shall be gentle as a babe.
I'll stab a stake through his chest
Let's
with
make
8
ourselves
AC, 8 strength. The negative effects of this are not terrible.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
I mean, persuasion should be easy. DC 5. If they crit fail me on this, I will reload.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
That felt wrong.
Don't be so dramatic. This is just a little transaction between friends. And look what you've gained. Together, we can take on the world.
Sure, I hope so.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks off, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
It's okay. Pretty... Oh, why? Oh, Armor of Agathis, giving him a frosty aura. Scratch. Oh yeah, I have debuffed. -1 attack, saves, and ability checks. Scratchy boy. Hello.
Dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
Hand that over.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yes. Hey, petting him with these metal gauntlets? Pretty messed up. X, where's the ball? Give me the ball. Come on. Throwing the ball dealt damage to Volo. It's a rubber, probably not even rubber ball. It landed a meter away from him and it dealt damage. What is this game? Okay. Why is everybody walking? Because they were here, I assume?
The dog holds a well-chewed ball.
Hand that over, spam, pet him, leave, throw, ball, there. It went into his inventory.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I like that. That's fun. There is I think you do get an achievement for playing catch with him.
Swift as my feet can
And
carry
I've
me.
already gotten that achievement. I have to talk to him before I leave.
Good morning. How do you feel?
My neck hurts. We won't be doing that again.
A pity. Just be grateful I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Is that how you kids stand in the
Oh,
sun?
no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
Might put a parasite.
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
Torches and pitchforks.
We all have a monster inside us. One sort or another.
Some of us more than others, but yes.
She's wearing armor that's covering her heart. We need him, like it or not.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
You say all the right words, but I'm not so sure you mean the right things. Still, I will respect the decision that was made.
I like Gil's
There
perspective
now.
on that.
We're all friends again.
He
Shall
doesn't
we
trust
go?
Asterion for a
There's
second.
a long day ahead of us.
I like Gale's line there. Before I forget,
Excellent choice.
because I keep forgetting, leave camp. So, I'm done here. They've left. I can't walk because I have to jump down. For some reason it's framey.
Looking ahead.
I'm gonna blame it on it being, I don't know. In the first few days of play on release,
At the ready.
it became laggy after
I'll take that.
hours of non-stop play. I'm wondering if that's still an issue. Or it could just been coincidental. But here's where I will stop for today, right at Joaquin's Rest. Next time, I will start by going down into the area. Going down to the area here. That will be the first thing for next time. Followed by wiping out all the goblins, and then I think I'm done with this map for now. I can always come back is the other thing. Oh wait, no. I do still have this. I'll do the trap room before I do the wiping out of the goblins. But I'm doing this first. And that's that. That's where I'm stopping for today. Oh wait. I'll forget if I don't do it now. But that's where I will stop for today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.